Okay, see 1, 2, 3, 6 and 7, 8, 9. Please mute your microphones. This is South Pole. Okay. First, 43. Okay. So this is 9 conductors, 9 slots we have for each pole. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like that in this 10 to up to 18. Fine. 9 slots, each slot is having one conductor, for example. Okay. So we are discussing about the 3-phase mission. 3-phase mission means per pole, okay, under one pole, total 3-phase winding must be existed. That is R phase, Y phase, and B phase. Okay. So total we are having 9 conductors in North Pole. So R phase has 3 conductors, Y phase 3, B phase 3. Okay. So the number of slots per pole per phase is how much in this case? Number of slots per pole per phase. For example, what are the total number of slots in this North Pole we are having? 9 slots.
9.
Yes, number of slots per pole. Per pole means one pole. Per phase, how many phases? 3. This is
3.
equal to 3. So number of slots per pole per phase equal to 3. Okay. So this is called phase belt. We denote with M. So now in this case, M equal to 3. That is the number of slots per pole per phase. Fine. Now we know this is the winding. Like this, the winding will be there. This is one coil. Okay. See, if you see 1, 2, 3. These 3 slots have 3 conductors corresponding to one particular phase. That is, for example, R phase. Okay. Yes. Now tell me, what is the formula for slot angle? What is the formula for slot angle? 23. Okay, I will tell. The formula for slot angle is
pole pitch by number of
Angle
slots.
divided by number of slots.
Yes, pole pitch is always 180, no doubt. 180 is divided by number of slots per pole. Okay. So for this case, we have 180 by, what are the number of slots per pole in this case? Under one north, how many slots we are having?
9.
9 slots. So the slot angle equal to 20 degrees. From now onwards, indicate this with beta. Okay, because we will follow one textbook notation. In JB Gupta, it is given beta. In some other textbooks, it is given alpha. We'll follow one notation throughout the subject. Okay, so beta is the slot angle. Formula is 180 degrees divided by slots per pole. Now in this case, beta is equals to 90 degrees. Now what is phase belt M? 3. Fine. Now tell me, the EMF induced in the first conductor and the EMF induced in the second conductor has a phase angle difference or not?
Yes, sir.
It has a phase angle difference of how much degrees?
40.
Between conductor 1 and conductor 2, what is the phase angle difference? It is
20.
equal to slot angle, right?
120.
No, not 120. It is
20.
equal to slot angle. See, I will repeat again. We are having under North Pole, we are having 9 slots. Each slot has one conductor. Okay. The angle between the one slot to adjacent slot is the slot angle. That is this is the formula. Okay. Now that angle is 20 degrees. This is electrical or mechanical angle?
Electrical angle.
Yes, this is electrical angle, nothing but phase angle. Okay. Now the phase angle between the EMF induced in the conductor 1 and conductor 2 is how much? Nothing but 20. Okay. Again, the phase angle between EMF induced in conductor 2 and conductor 3 also 20 degrees. Okay. So these three conductors 1, 2, 3 are under the influence of North Pole and belongs to one phase. For example, this is R phase. Now, what is the resultant EMF? Is it an arithmetic sum or vector sum? The resultant EMF of these,
Vector sum, sir.
yes, it is a vector sum. Why? Because between these three conductors, we have an electrical angle of 20 degrees, which is equal to slot angle. So, if you want to get the resultant, we need to add these three conductors in vector addition. This is the vector sum. Okay. So, this is called distributed winding. Distributed means the number of conductors per one phase under one pole are distributed equally in different slots. Next three belongs to Y phase. Next three belongs to B phase. Okay. If we place these three conductors in under one slot like this, this is called concentrated winding. Okay, there is no phase angle. So this is called distributed winding. Okay, so related to distributed winding, we have two definitions. We will note it down. First of all, write down distributed winding. Just a key point. The number of armature conductors. The number of armature conductors are distributed throughout the periphery of the armature core. Throughout the periphery of the armature core. Okay. So we can draw this diagram, or you can take a picture. Okay. But better if you draw, it will be easy for your reference. So this is the example for distributed winding. Okay, I hope it is finished. Write down. In this case, the number of slots per pole. The number of slots per pole, that is S by P equal to 9. Okay. Therefore, slot angle beta equal to. Therefore, slot angle beta equal to 180 degrees by slots per pole. That is 180 degrees by 9, 20 degrees. This is the slot angle. In this case, write down. In this case, the conductors 1, 2, and 3. The conductors 1, 2, and 3 belongs to one phase. Belongs to one phase. And has a phase angle of 20 degrees between each. And has a phase angle of 20 degrees. Therefore,
Sir,
the
can you
resultant,
repeat?
in this case, the conductors 1, 2, and 3 belongs to one phase. Belongs to one phase and has a phase angle difference of 20 degrees. Hence, the resultant EMF is a vector sum. Hence, the resultant EMF is a vector sum. Okay. So, important 2 points regarding this. First one, phase belt. Phase belt denoted by, in brackets, M is now equal to. Okay. First, write down the definition. It is a group of consecutive slots. It is a group of consecutive slots belongs to each phase under each pole. It is a group of consecutive slots belongs to each phase under each pole. Okay, M equal to, we have a formula, slots per pole per phase. I am writing here. See, slots per pole per phase. So in this manner, see here in this diagram, what are the total number of slots we have? Hello? Yes? 18 slots. We have 18. How many number of poles? 2 poles.
2.
How many phases? 3.
3.
Okay. So 18 by 6, that is 3. This 3 means under one phase, we have 3 conductors. Slots per pole under one pole. This is called phase belt M. Next one, phase spread. I'll write here.
Excuse me, sir.
Phase, yes.
Sir, some
Tell
are
me.
waiting in the lobby, it seems, sir, still. They are disconnected
Yeah.
due to the internet connection, it seems.
We can allow, but who are joining late from next class onwards, I don't allow, disturbing the class. Okay, don't repeat. Okay, next one is, see here, phase spread. Okay, phase spread. First, write the definition. It is the angle obtained by phase belt. It is the angle obtained by. Now tell me, in this, what is angle obtained by phase belt? What is phase belt we have for this? Phase belt is 3. In terms of slots, phase belt is 3 slots. Okay. Now phase spread is the angle obtained by phase belt, that is 3 into, what is the slot angle? 20 degrees. That is 60 degrees is the phase belt. So generalized formula for phase spread equal to m into beta. This is the formula. Formula for phase spread is m into beta. Here m is the phase spread in terms of slots, beta is the slot angle. I hope you got it. Yes, okay. So don't confuse. While analyzing or solving the problems, you need to mention the each and every, but that is number of slots per pole and m value and beta value and phase spread value. Then you have to continue the solving the problem. Okay, write down. Yes. So this is about the distributed winding. Okay, so in the distributed winding, we will have all these terminologies, and the resultant EMF is vector sum, not arithmetic sum. Fine. Now we will see what is concentrated winding. Don't write. Otherwise, we will. Okay, is it visible now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So now next one is concentrated winding. So simply we can explain concentrated winding means, say we need not to draw all these things. So same we have 9 number of slots, for example, but the first 3 conductors of R phase or each phase are placed in one slot. This is slot number 1. Okay, the total 3 conductors of each phase bounded are placed in one slot. Now tell me, what is the phase angle difference between conductor 1 and 2?
0.
0 degrees. There is no phase angle difference. Between 2 and 3 also 0 degrees. So this is called concentrated winding. The total winding will be concentrating at one particular slot axis. Okay. Now what is the resultant EMF in this case? Vector sum or arithmetic sum?
Arithmetic sum.
It is an arithmetic sum because there is no phase angle, no vectors. 3 vectors are in the same phase. So we have arithmetic sum. Okay. In this case, can you tell me what is the M value? First of all, what is M?
Slots per pole.
M is phase belt.
Phase belt.
What is the value?
3.
What is the formula for phase belt?
3.
Slots per pole.
Slots per
Slots
pole per phase.
Phase.
per pole per phase. Okay. So under one phase, we have these 3 conductors. These are accommodated in how many slots? Only one.
One slot.
Okay. So phase belt equal to 1. Phase belt equal to 1. And we have 9 number of slots. What is the value of beta in this case? We have total 1 to 9 slots.
20.
What is the value of beta? Yes, very good.
20.
Beta equal to 20 degrees by slots per pole. That is 180 degrees by how many slots we have?
9.
9.
9 slots per one pole. Okay, total 18, 2 poles, 9 slots for one pole. So beta value is 20, but M value phase belt is 1 only. Now tell me what is the value of phase spread
20.
20 degrees.
to beta, that is 1 into 20, that is 20 degrees. Okay. So now the resultant EMF ER is the arithmetic sum. Phase belt is 1. Clear? Now write down the definition. Otherwise, we can tell if M value equal to 1, the winding is which winding?
Concentrated winding.
Concentrated winding. If M is greater than or equal to 2, the winding is distributed winding.
Distributed.
Okay. Now, you can note on this on your own words. Otherwise, write down the concentrated winding, all the conductors of one phase, under one pole are placed in one slot. Placed in one slot. In this case, the phase belt equal to 1. Phase belt equal to slots per pole per phase equal to 1. And beta and phase spread same. Beta is 20 degrees. Phase spread is M into beta. Okay. So now write on distribution factor or spread factor, spread S-P-R-E-A-D, spread factor or belt factor or breadth factor, B-R-E-A-D-T-H, breadth factor. So we can call this factor with this any of these 4 names. So in the objective point of view or examination, if you are asking, you may be asked using any of these 4 words. Okay, fine. So in brackets KD. KD is the distribution factor. In general, we use the term distribution factor. Okay. Now, what is the formula for Kp? What is Kp? It is a pitch factor. Now, what is the formula for Kp? It is the EMF induced when the winding is short pitched by the EMF induced when the winding is full pitched. Or it is the vector sum of induced EMF by arithmetic sum of induced EMF. In this case also, we have the same formula. It is defined as the ratio of vector sum of induced EMF by arithmetic sum of induced EMF. Simultaneously, you can write down the notes. Okay. So KD is vector sum of induced EMF by arithmetic sum of induced EMF, or it is the EMF induced when the winding is distributed by EMF induced when the winding is concentrated. We can use any of these two formulas. Okay. So tell me, when the winding is distributed, the resultant EMF is vector sum or arithmetic sum? Just before we have seen it is a vector sum.
Vector sum.
Now, when the EMF is concentrated, the resultant EMF is arithmetic sum. The same thing we have written here in the first formula. Okay. So we have the formula for KD and we will derive the formula for KD. For that, we need to derive the formula for EMF induced when the winding is distributed and the EMF induced when the winding is concentrated. Okay. Fine. So first, so did you write this formula, KD formula? Fine. Now put a small side heading. Resultant EMF induced when the winding is distributed winding. When the winding is distributed. So for that, write 2 points. Let number of slots per pole is n. Number of slots per pole is n. And the number of slots per pole per phase. Number of slots per pole per phase is m, nothing but phase belt. Okay. And the induced EMF in each coil side, induced EMF in each coil side is E. Okay. Now tell me, what is the formula for beta? First of all, beta, what is beta? Beta is a slot angle.
Slot angle 180 by S by
180 by
180
number of
by slots per pole.
so slots per pole here we have n.
N.
So beta equal to 180 by n. Okay. So now we will have one vector diagram. From that we can find the formula for vector sum. Okay. Wait. Okay, I will draw here. Now screen is visible. Rasagna?
Yes, sir, it's visible, sir.
Yes, okay. Okay. So let us assume the EMF induced in each coil side is AC, comma, CD, comma, DE, and so on. Now here AC is a vector, CD is a vector, DE is the vector. Okay. So all these are EMF induced in each coil side. if the EMF induced in the coil side AC is E, the magnitude, what is the magnitude of EMF induced in the coil side C? It is also E. Magnitude is same, only phase angle differs. In DE also, magnitude of induced EMF is E, because the conductor length is same, area flux is same, speed is same. So magnitude will not change. Only phase angle will differ. Okay. For example, if we have the vector AC in this direction, okay, this is AC. Okay. Now the next one is CD. So if this is the AC direction, the EMF induced in the conductor CD will have a phase angle of how much? This angle? Yes, beta. That is called slot.
180.
Very. Not 180, beta. Okay, that is slot angle. Next, the EMF induced in the conductor DE will have an angle with respect to this CD as beta. Like that, the EMF polygon, if we draw, will have like this. Okay, so that's, for example, it is B. Now the vector AB is the sum of the vectors of AC, CD, DE, and so on. Yes or no? Fine. Now, if you draw perpendicular lines for each vector, if you draw perpendicular lines for each vector, see, imagine it is perpendicular. Okay, I'm not getting exact 90 degrees. Now the point joins here, we call as O. Now join these two, OA and OB. Okay. So now this is the perpendicular line. This line is having the angle of beta. Between these two we have again beta. This is also beta. Okay. So total, how many number of, what is the phase belt? Phase belt means number of slots per pole per phase. Suppose these are the number of slots per pole per phase. So this total we can written as m number of m. Yes or no? So each angle is beta. Total angle is m into beta. See, if you recall what is m, slots per pole per phase, that is phase belt. ఒక పోల్ లో ఒక phase కి సంబంధించి ఎన్ని స్లాట్స్ ఉన్నాయి. For example, these are the number of slots. For example, these are the number of slots per pole under one phase. So that is called m. Each slot is having angle beta. So total angle is m beta. This angle is m into beta. Clear? Yes. Now this is the right angle triangle. Okay. From this right angle triangle OAC, hello, are you following everyone?
Yes, sir.
No. Oh, I'm sorry, this angle is beta. One slot angle. Beta means one slot angle, right? So AC, from AC to O, this is beta. So this is one slot. So this is beta. This is another slot. This is beta. So this angle is beta. I'm drawing here again. AC, one slot conductor, another slot conductor, next slot, next slot, next slot. So this is one slot conductor, A, C. This is CD. This is DE. Okay. This is one slot, right? I was mistaken just before. And this is another slot. This is another slot, and this is another slot. We know each slot angle is beta. Total slots under one pole, under one phase is m. M into beta. This is the phase spread. Okay. Now if you draw perpendicular lines like this angle is 90 degrees and this angle is beta by 2. I hope it is clear now. Each slot angle is beta. We have bisected with a line, perpendicular line. Then the middle angle is beta by 2. Now this is OA. This is OC, okay? This is AC. Fine. Now, what is the magnitude of vector AC? The magnitude of vector AC equal to E. Yes or no? Okay. Now, let us we can mark this point as some G. Okay. Now take the right angle triangle OGA. From this right angle triangle, what is AG? From this right angle triangle AGO, what is AG in terms of OA? OA into tell me sine
Beta by 2.
Beta by 2. Okay. So AG equal to OA sine beta by 2. But we know AC equal to AG plus GC.
GC.
And AG and GC both are equal in magnitude because we have bisected. So this is OA into sine beta by 2 plus again GC also same OA into sine beta by 2. That is 2 into OA sine beta by 2. This is the EMF induced in conductor AC. Okay. Are you getting or not? Fine.
Yes,
Like
sir.
that. Like that. What is the slots or what is the space spread we are having? Slots per pole per phase. See this 2 OA into sine beta by 2 is the EMF induced in the conductor AC. This is one slot. How many slots per pole per phase we are having? M number of slots per pole per phase. Therefore, each we can add or M into 2 OA sine beta by 2. Yes or no? M into 2 OA sine beta by 2. Now, now tell me this M into 2 OA sine beta by 2 is the arithmetic sum or vector sum? Arithmetic sum. Yes, very good. Arithmetic sum. We have calculated the magnitude of EMF induced in AC, and we have added all these conductors, all the slots per pole per phase. So M into 2 OA sine beta by 2 is the arithmetic sum. We got arithmetic sum. Now what is vector sum? Okay. So the resultant EMF induced in one polar group of one phase would be the phasor sum represented by the phasor AB. AB is the phasor sum. Okay. Now we will find what is AB. Again, bisect the line AB with F. So this is the right angle triangle F, O, F and A. OF A. So from this, we will get what is OF equal to OA into
Cos.
sine. OA into sine this angle.
M beta by 2.
Yes, this angle is M beta by 2. That is A into F equal to OA into sine M beta by 2. This is AF. Now, what is AB? AB equal to AF plus FB. Okay, we have OF equal to OA sine M beta by 2 plus what is the value of FB? Equal to AF, because both vectors are equal in length. So FB also OA into sine M beta by 2. This is 2 OA sine M beta by 2. Okay. Now this is phasor sum of EMF. In previous case, we have added arithmetic EMFs of each conductor, AC plus CD plus DE and so on. That is, we got this formula. Now this is the phasor sum. Okay, we have taken M beta by 2 angle and calculated total in terms of phasor. So now what is the formula for KD? Vector sum by or phasor sum or vector sum by arithmetic sum. Now what is vector sum? 2 OA
Sine M beta by 2.
by arithmetic sum is, sorry, M into 2 OA sine beta by 2. Okay.
Sorry, sir. It was by mistake, sir.
Sorry. Okay. So 2 gets cancelled. OA gets cancelled. 2 OA. That is sine M beta by 2 by M into sine beta by 2. This is the formula for KD. Here beta is the slot angle, M is the phase belt, slots per pole per phase. Okay. Or M beta combined, it is known as phase spread. Fine. Yes. So I'm repeating again. We will go from back. The formula is the KD is vector sum by arithmetic sum. First, we need to find the arithmetic sum. Arithmetic sum means we have to add all the magnitudes of the EMF induced in all the conductors. So the EMF induced in each conductor is E. This is AC plus CD plus DE and so on. And the magnitudes of EMF induced in each conductor is same, that is E. Therefore, first find one EMF in the one conductor, that is AC. Okay. To find the AC value magnitude, we have taken a bisected line here. This is slot angle beta. This is slot angle beta by 2. So from this we found AG and we have added to GC. We'll get AC. This AC is the EMF induced in the conductor, one conductor. Remaining all conductors are also same. So what are the number of conductors we are having? M, that is phase spread, slots per pole per phase. So if you multiply with M into magnitude of one EMF, we'll get arithmetic sum. Now what is phasor sum? That is, if we add all these three in phasors, okay, will resultant vector is AB. We have to find now AB. So to find AB, again we have bisected the line AB at point F. Now from this AF4 right angle triangle, we have found first AF value. Okay, that is OA sine M beta by 2. Because this total angle is M beta, half of this angle is M beta by 2. AF is equal to FB. So we got AF value as OA sine M beta by 2 plus FB also OA sine M beta by 2. You get 2 OA sin m beta by 2. Now divide with this vector sum and arithmetic sum, we'll get the formula sin m beta by 2 by m sin beta by 2. This derivation is very, very important in your examination point of view, theoretical. This formula is very, very important for your GATE examination. Okay. Anyhow, you need to remember this formula while to solve the objective bits. When you are asked to solve the objective bits, then you don't need to derive all these formulas and solve it. So definitely you have to remember this KD and KP values formulas. Sin m beta by 2 by m sin beta by 2. And again, you have to practice number of problems so that it is easy to remember what is m, what is beta, what is the alpha and everything, what is KP, KD. Okay, right now you may be in the small confusion. Once if you solve the problems, then it will be easy. Fine. So I hope you understand this. Okay. I will solve this. I will do this derivation. Okay, in any Word format or any PDF format, and I'll share you in the WhatsApp. No issue. Okay, but you have to write down running notes also. These points. See if anyone didn't get this, you can ask now itself. Later also you can ask me. Okay, don't hesitate to ask. Write down a 3-phase 4-pole alternator has 48 stator slots. Three-phase 4-pole alternator has 48 stator slots carrying the 3-phase distributed winding. Carrying 3-phase distributed winding. Okay, each coil of winding is corded, CHORDED, corded by one slot pitch. Each coil of winding is corded by one slot pitch. Then what is the winding factor? What is the winding factor? Okay, first of all, tell me what is the formula for winding factor? We know pitch factor and we know distribution factor. What is the formula for winding factor? Write down winding factor. Winding factor K suffix W equal to, here I'm writing C, KP into KD. That is pitch factor into distribution factor. Okay, now solve it. Okay, listen, all of you, don't solve, I'll tell you. So remember, while solving any problem, not only these missions, any subject, any problem, first write the given data clearly. Even though if you know well and good, write the given data clearly, and then specify the parameters we need to calculate. Okay, so this problem I will tell you. Next one onwards, you can solve on your own. See, a 3-phase, it is a 3-phase, okay, 4-pole, P equal to 4. Number of slots are 48 given. Okay, each coil of winding is corded by one slot pitch. What does it mean? Each coil of winding is corded by one slot pitch. What is the meaning of this one? That is, yes. So first of all, tell me, with this data, the winding is full pitched or short pitched? Hello?
Slot pitch.
Yes, it is short pitched. Okay. Why it is short pitch? It is coordinated by one slot pitch. That means if this is the pole pitch, this is full pitch winding. But it is telling that it is coordinated by one slot pitch. That means one slot before we have connected. Okay. Now first find the value of M. What is M? I'm repeating again. Slots per pole per phase. Okay. So total how many slots we have? 48 by how many poles?
4.
4 poles. How many phases?
3.
3 phases. So 48 by 12, 4. M value equal to 4. Next, immediately we need to find slot angle beta. What is the formula for slot angle? 180 degrees by slots per pole. That is 180 degrees by slots are 48, poles are 4. Okay, that is 15 degrees. 48 into 4 by 4 means. Okay, so we got M value and beta value. Now we need to find the KW, that is KP into KD. What is the formula for KP? You need to remember cos alpha by 2. KP is cos alpha by 2. Okay, what is the alpha value here? First of all, alpha ante enti ikkada. What is alpha?
Short pitch angle.
Yes, alpha is the short pitch angle. How many slots we have corded? One slot. So what is the one slot angle? What is the one slot angle here?
15.
15 degrees. Therefore, alpha is also 15 degrees. Listen, for example, if the winding is corded by 2 slot pitches, then what is the value of alpha?
30.
2 into 15, 30. Okay, but in this case it is 15. So now cos 15 by 2, whatever the answer, that is fine. Now, what is the formula for KD? Sin M beta by 2 by M sin beta by 2. We know each and every value. Sin, what is M? 4, beta equal to 15 by 2 by M is 4 sin 15 by 2. If you solve this, we'll get one value. That is the KD. Now winding factor KW equal to this KP value into KD value. Okay. So formula is easy, but identifying the M value, beta value, alpha value is that is also easy if you have practice. All of you finished?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you do one thing. Okay, so we have the formula for KD distribution factor is like this. If you recall the formula for KPN, what is N here?
Order of harmony.
Very good. Order of harmonics. If for nth harmonics, formula is cos n alpha by 2. Similarly, KDN for nth harmonic, the formula for KD equal to simple sin n into m beta by 2 by m sin n beta by 2. This order of harmonics should be multiplied with the angle. Okay, not with the sign of the angle. Here also same. With the angle we have multiplied. So all of you note down this formula. Winding factor, distribution factor for nth harmonic, KDN equal to distribution factor for nth harmonic, KDN equal to sine nm beta or mn beta by 2 by m sine n beta by 2. Okay. Now note any problem and you solve it and tell the answers in next class, tomorrow's class. A 4-pole 50H, a 4-pole 50H synchronous generator has 48 slots. A 4-pole 50H synchronous generator has 48 slots in which double layer winding is housed. In which double layer winding is housed. Okay, sorry. Each coil has 10 turns. Each coil has 10 turns and is short pitched by an angle of 36 electrical degrees. Each coil has 10 turns and is short pitched by an angle of 36 degrees electrical. The fundamental flux per pole is 0.025 Webers. The fundamental flux per pole is 0.025 Webers. Okay. Find the fifth harmonic component. Find the fifth harmonic component of EMF in volts for a three-phase star connection. For a three-phase star connection. Or if you write the given data properly, identify the each value KP, KD, beta, gamma, and alpha. Then solve it. Okay.
Sir, how much flux?
Flux is 0.025 Webers. Okay. So it's 12:09. The time is after 12:09. Whoever will post their roll numbers in the chat box, I will consider the attendance. Okay. All of you write their roll numbers in the chat box. All of you write your roll numbers in chat box. I think it takes 30 seconds. Okay. So I will close in 2 minutes.
Sir, what is first question answer? KW.
Which one?
First question, sir.
What is the first question? Can you repeat? KW value? Okay. That
Yes,
is
sir.
how much you got? 1 by 8 into cot 7.5 degrees.
1 by 8. I got a 0.9493 value, sir, KW.
Okay, multiply with cot 7.5 degrees by 8. I mean, cot, what is the value of cot 7.5 degree?
Cot 7.5. Yes, sir, 0.9914.
By 8?
Divided by 8. Divided by 8. It's 0.123.
That is the answer. Okay, cot 7.5 degrees by 8.
Okay, sir.
Otherwise, KP value is cos 7.5 degrees. KD value
Yes,
is 1 by 8 into sine 7.5 degrees. If you
Yes.
multiply those two, you'll get the answer. I hope everyone has given their roll numbers in the chat box. Shall I close? Any doubts? Anyone has any doubt? Today's class? One more thing. Roll number 29, 1729. Are you there? 1729.